What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another daily episode of Undiagnosed Baddie. You already know what time it is. I give y'all 10 minutes of unscripted dialogue that's just coming out of my head. The first thing that I want to do is shout out myself because I have been remaining consistent with this series. And I already know like so many things are going to come from it. I have been looking into different ventures. How can I take 10 minutes and turn it into something bigger? How can I incorporate other people into my 10 minutes? How can I expand Convo and Co? How can I expand Life Less Than Lies? How can I expand Reminisce Life After Death? And all that is, oh, I put the little TM in all my shit too. Just so you know. TM be on all my stuff. It ain't officially trademarked yet, but when you use TM, you niggas can't steal my shit, just so you know. We're getting educated on all the trade on all the trademark things because these are my babies. These are my brands. This is what I do. So even Undiagnosed Baddie got the TM next to it. You know what I'm saying? Go play with your mother, don't play with me. Anyway, I started looking into why don't call me white girl, why decisions. Bleep out some of the words that they use because they still cuss, they still talk how they want to. But once you become monetized on YouTube don't really push and play with cussing because they don't want, I can say it now because I'm nowhere near being monetized, but they don't want to hear, man, fuck that bitch hoe ass nigga, and then they play a toothpaste commercial, right? Colgate doesn't want that played before or after, but you have to be really big up in what you do to, and that's why what I'm starting to learn, some of these podcasts that the men have are able to do certain things and say certain things, but also why they only have degenerate ass ads. Why do they only have gambling ads? Why do they only have erectile dysfunction ads? Because of the language that they use and the topics that they have. So in order to get better ads, different sponsors, you have to just bleep the shit out. We're not there yet. So I'll let y'all, I'm gonna tear this motherfucking screen up till I can't no more. And then at that point, I'm gonna have to hire an editor because bleeping it out is a lot of work. Trust me, I tried. And I was like, you know what? I'll slow down a little bit, but I can't bleep it all the way out. That's just the way I talk. That's also the way I deliver some of my messages. And I think sometimes that's off-putting to people. People are like, oh, she's on a stage. She said fuck. And they think that they can't do the same or they're not used to it. But your delivery is your delivery. People are going to love you for whatever they love you for. And your tribe is your tribe. And that's basically what it is. And sometimes you need to hear, fuck that motherfucker versus, don't deal with him anymore. No, sometimes you need to hear, fuck that motherfucker. Because of the whack ass shit that he did. Versus, people are not always great people. It don't hit the same sometimes. The message is the fucking message. And that's what I want people to realize. That the message is the message because of the words that you could say in the message. Is it off-putting to some people? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you're going to get the message and you're going to receive and be like, that Bella girl, she had a good message. She cussed a lot, but she still had a good message. And so that's where the editor is going to come in, and then I'll have the radio, the radio version of what I'm talking about. We are at 442 subscribers. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. What I am going to do, I was going to keep this to myself, but we're just going to talk about it. Coming in March on Tuesdays from about 8 to 9, because I've been looking at my analytics. So I'm going to read the analytics for the month of February, and then we'll decide the time in March, that first Tuesday. I'll let everybody know. I'm going to be going live for an hour. So we'll be able to go in and chit and chat about whatever, like it's going to be current events, because that's going to be the easiest thing to talk about on live. So current events, and not even necessarily anything political guys. We're gonna talk about any and all the things that we want to talk about on Tuesdays starting in March. I wanted to do it in February, but I think it's smarter for me to continue to grow, throw out a vlog, because that's coming, throw out a vlog and see where everybody's at when they're watching, when they're on YouTube. That's one thing I love about analytics. If you pay attention to what the platform is giving you, you have kind of a cheat code to scale. So they're telling me on Tuesdays, y'all are on YouTube between 6 p.m. and like 9 p.m. And that's the day that I want to do it, because when I get back into other things or whatever it is, not too much goes on a Tuesday. And that might be why my analytics on my channel booms at that time. But it's going to be coming in March. So I believe March is set up like February. So 1, 2, 3. It will be March the 3rd at some time between, I was counting the calendar in my head, at some time between 6 and 9. I'll pick an hour. We'll go live for an hour every Tuesday. So it is, if you miss a Tuesday, that's okay. And I'm going to post them. You'll be able to go back and comment on whatever the conversation is. The only thing that I don't like about YouTube is that you can't see the comments when people are talking. They're just going to show the video. So I am going to have to repeat almost every question or answer that people are giving in the comments, unless I could find a way to transcribing would be only be me. So I kind of got to figure that out, right? Do I screen record at the same time and then post that so everyone can see the comments coming in? Because it's still technically a one-person show, because I have to talk, pause, wait for y'all to type, and then respond. So we're going to figure all of that out come March. We're going to make sure that the analytics are analyticing throughout February. And I think that is really one of the only big changes that I'm going to bring to the channel. I think that's one of the ways that'll really get people in here interested. And if I want to do something live like this, not any of my workshops, like this platform, and not even necessarily just me, where I can have guests, we can actually sit, chit, chat, talk. I love that the legs come off of this. I love that this is portable. I love that my set can go. I did it in last January, when I had my workshop, Mastering Public Speaking for Content Creators. I need to run that back. But it's all about finding the right venue. It's all about making sure that the people, in this time, you will have to pay. So many people sign up to stuff because it's free and the excitement builds and and they be like, oh, I ain't going. I ain't losing no money and I ain't going. So it's at least going to be an admission fee depending on the space that I can get. At least, bare minimum. Because I can't just have my time, my resources, my preparation put all out there and I give my all and y'all say fuck me again. What happens when you do free events, unfortunately, so let's talk about that. Being in a space where I am unemployed and my funds are limited on what I can spend my money on is very frustrating, because a lot of people don't host free events because they've been burned how I've been burned, and people typically don't appreciate free shit. Just like people don't appreciate, if they haven't worked hard for something, they don't care about trash being in your garage, like community spaces. They don't care about cleaning up behind themselves, wiping down tables. They'll be like, oh, that's what the cleaning people for. Yes and no, but you're still supposed to clean up behind yourself, and the cleaning people maintain everything else, right? It's very frustrating being in a space, I'm not going to say of lack, because it ain't that, but it's difficult being in a space of having to manage your outside funds, because I would do everything. I love doing everything. And Other people have been burnt how I've been burnt, and I understand that. So I miss out on a lot of educational stuff because they do want like $65, $75 worth of tickets, and I just be like, yeah,